Hi friends! So I thought before I just get like YouTube videos randomly up on my channel, like I haven't disappeared off the face of the universe for the last 2 months, I'd come on and do a little chit chat because I'm not sure how many of you here also follow me on Instagram. Like I'm not sure where my community is. So we're gonna come on, do a little chit chat. It is just about July, so 6 months of 2020 are gone. So this is a perfect time for me to update you on my plans for Precisely Tazhi for the rest of the year and to tell you where I've been, if you don't already know. I've been getting comments on older videos throughout these last months. Some of the comments are just like, hey, hope you're okay, not sure where you are. And some of the comments are new people. So first off, if you're new here, hi, welcome. My name's Tashiana and this is Precisely Tazhi. Which I hope you knew already if you're subscribed. But my name's Tashi. I am 29. I live in Brooklyn, New York with my husband and our 2 cats. And this is my crafty space, so welcome. So a quick update on where I've been and what's been going on. So I am in Brooklyn, New York, which was like Corona Central. Thankfully, New York's cases have been down, but if you're not, familiar with what's been going on with the US, 'cause I'm not sure how many of my subscribers are international, where I am was the epicenter of the pandemic in America. So there was not much room or space in Tashi's life for scrapbooking when there was so much bad going on. My family did lose people to the virus, and then we had people get sick that thankfully recovered. My mom got sick and thankfully she recovered. But it was just a very tense few months for me. And so like scrapbooking and generating content, like I remember at the beginning of the pandemic, I was just like, I'm gonna have videos up every day. I'm gonna be super active. Everyone's gonna be following me. And the longer that quarantine went on and the worse and worse situation got, I had to start prioritizing where my energy went. If you're not familiar with spoon theory says that there's a certain amount of energy you have per day, and you can do with it, you can allot it where you go. So like, getting up and showering is a certain number of spoons, making sure you feed yourself is a certain number of spoons, and you have to allocate your energy appropriately. And normally I'm pretty high functioning and I have lots and lots of energy to go. And the longer pandemic went on, the level of my energy levels and how many spoons I had for the day just steadily started decreasing. And so I had to cut YouTube out. Like that was just not very high on the list of things that I needed to get done day to day to be a human. But life is, I've said this a million times, life is seasonal. And I do think I'm starting to rebound. And I do think I'm starting to get to a better and healthier place. So I'm finally ready to share content on this channel again. If you follow me on Instagram though, I have been pretty active there these last few days. These last few weeks actually, because I've been sharing a backlog of older projects that I didn't film. I've been sharing a few projects that I just didn't film. So if you aren't following me on Instagram, you probably should do that because you're missing out on great stuff. And I've also been sharing a lot in my stories. I've been sharing a lot of my own story, what it means to be a woman in color in America for me. And I've been sharing a lot about how you can get involved and what people can do and what we can all be doing right now to foster a global community. So if you're not following me there, highly recommend that you do that. But we're talking about YouTube right now. So here's a few updates for you if you're interested. So number one, I have a new upload schedule. I tried very hard to upload 5-6 days a week, and that is not sustainable. And so where I'm going to be paring down my upload schedule to 3, maybe 4 videos a week because I can keep up with that. I've already scheduled all my videos for July and I've actually filmed most of them already. So if I can get ahead, I will stay ahead and I'll stay on top of my schedule. So here's what we're gonna do on Precisely Tazhi going forward, or for at least the next few months while I figure, things out and get back in the swing of things. So Friday will be Story Kit Crush Friday. I'm going back to my Story Kit Crush videos. Crystal has been holding it down. Crystal is the real MVP. Crystal's been holding it down by herself, but Fridays will be Story Kit Crush Friday. And then I'm going to aim to upload Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So Mondays and Wednesdays will be whatever I've been making, whatever I've been sharing, and then Friday will be Story Kit Crush Friday. The new thing that I'm starting is I'm going to be building and killing 12 by 12 kits. So I do know that I have a group of people who prefer like pocket style pages and 6x8s. And then I know I have a lot of traditional scrapbookers who follow me that prefer like mixed media and 12x12s. So since I've been paring down what I've been making and sharing, and since I have this crazy stash, on Sundays, I will be sharing, I'll be killing a kit. So every month I'm going to build a kit from my stash. Again, this is just for the next 2 or 3 months. We'll see how this goes. But for July and August, I'm going to build a kit from my stash. And then on Sundays, I'll post a video killing the kit. And we'll see how far I get. So I'm going to base it on like a traditional like kit club scrapbooking kit, like what a hip kit would come with, which is typically like 6 to 8 sheets of pattern paper. And then like 2 ephemera packs. And then some sort of like thicker for alphas and for titles. So I'm going to build a kit, and then we're going to crush the kit all month. And I'm going to aim to do a mix of 12x12s and 9x12, so you can figure out what size and what design you like. So that is the plan for my YouTube uploading. So 4 videos a week, hopefully. 2 of them will be, you know, something random, and then 1 will be Story Kit Crush, and 1 will be killing a scrapbooking kit. I'm still on Allie's DT, so I'm assuming that 1 of those videos a week will be something for Allie using Allie Edward products, which is a no-brainer for me because I love telling stories anyway, so that's a bit of a no-brainer. But I'm assuming 1 of those will be like an Allie Edwards thing, and then something else will just be like using up my stash or using some new stamps that came in the mail because I'm obsessed with stamping these days, or it could be a haul or whatever. But I'm going to limit myself to 4 videos a week so that I don't feel the pressure. Because the thing is, when you have an upload schedule that's 6 videos a week, there's a lot of pressure to keep up with that. And it's internal pressure. It's not that anyone else is pressuring me. It's that I feel like since I committed to this, I have to do it. So I'm going to pare it down and give myself a little bit of grace as I transition into getting back into the swing of uploading. The other thing I'm going to aim to do is twice a month, do some sort of live scrapbooking, and I'm going to do it here on YouTube. I'm looking at my notes. That's why I keep looking that way, because I have a uploading schedule right next to me. I'm leaning towards Saturdays around like 2 or 3 o'clock Eastern time right now. But we'll see how that goes. But right now I'm leaning to 2 Saturdays a month right here on YouTube. We'll hang out for like 2 hours. I'll put up polls on Instagram in advance to try to figure out what people want to see that week. And we'll do that. And the reason I want to do live scrapbooking is because my heart has always been for community. That has not changed. I love this little family we're building here. I love responding to your comments, interacting with you, finding out what you guys are up to, what you guys are making, and also so you can tell me directly what you need from me. My focus going into this next season of like 2020 and this next season of what I want for Precisely Tazhi is going to be education based, which I'm not sure if I'm the best person to be teaching because my attention span is this big and I get distracted very quickly. But I do want to focus on quality scrapbooking education. Like, what do you want to learn from me? And what can I give you to make your memory keeping adventure and your memory keeping journey like more memorable and more accessible? My sister, a little story. My sister texted me yesterday and she asked me if I could help her start scrapbooking because she's been following me on Instagram and she's drooling over the layouts I've been making of Noah. And she was like, what do I need to start? And it made me like think, like if I had, I mean, I don't need to think about it because now I do, but if I had a friend who didn't know where to start, what would I tell them? Like, what do they need to buy? What don't they need to buy? What design principles can I teach them? What supplies can I like donate? And so that's going to be my thought process going forward. Whether you're, you know, completely new to this and you've started out like 5 minutes ago, or you've been doing this for 10 years, I think there's something for everyone to learn. So I definitely want to be doing a little bit more hybrid scrapbooking process because hybrid is my heart. Like, I love hybrid. And my Photoshop skills are getting better and better every day. So I'm definitely going to be doing a few more hybrid processes where I'll show you, you know, what I do on the computer, and then I'll print it out and show you how to assemble it because I do think that a lot of people enjoy that. I think hybrid is so frightening when it really doesn't have to be. So we're going to be doing a few more hybrid processes here. And we're, like I said, we're going to be doing the page kits start to finish. And I just want to focus on teaching. So if in the comments, if you get all the way to the end of this video, if in the comments you want to leave me something that you're interested in learning, something specific, please leave it in the comments and let me know so I can gear my content towards teaching. Because as much as I enjoy just being like, here's what I made, please love it, I also want to give you guys what you want to see and what you want to learn. And the final thing I'm going to talk to you about, one more thing, I promise, And the final thing I'm going to talk to you about is I've been talking on Instagram about doing a journaling for storytellers workshop. So many of my followers and subscribers, I don't really like that word. So we're going to say so many of my friends really do enjoy reading my journaling and have asked me how I do it, where do I start, what do you need? So I'm really workshopping a workshop for journaling for storytellers. And I'm not a teacher by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not like a creative writing teacher or an English professor or anything, but I do think there's some tools and some tips that help take your journaling from who, what, when, where, why, which again, there's nothing wrong with who, what, when, where, why, but getting you down to the heart of what's happening, because my journaling is definitely more emotion-based and less fact-based. Like there's definitely facts in there, but when it comes to facts and feelings are more important to me, just because I think it's really important to remember how life made us feel. I mean, yes, we can remember the events that happened to us and the things that we did, but for me, like how it made me feel and how it made the people around me feel is what's important. And that's why I journal the way I do, because I am very much focused on feelings. So that is definitely down the pipeline. I'm hoping to get it up by the end of summer, so we'll see. But again, if you want to leave me a comment, if there's something in particular you want from this workshop. So my thought process is to do prompts and to do like journaling exercises. So giving you like a word or a story starter, and then walking you through how you can journal about this story starter. We're going to talk about things like finding your own voice. Like I have a very particular voice when I write. So we're going to talk about things like finding your own voice, and even like imitating other styles, because I think there's this like misconception that some people who write just automatically knew how to write and they didn't practice. I have practiced my particular writing style by imitating other styles and trying things on and trying to figure out what works for a very long time. So that's definitely in the pipeline, is trying to figure out how to do a journaling for storytellers workshop. So that's it, you guys. That's where I've been. That's all the things I have planned for, I don't want to say for the rest of the year, but at least for the next 3 months, because if I say the rest of the year, then we got to start talking about December daily season. And you guys know, unless you're new here, you guys will know how I feel about December daily. So that's, one more thing. I keep saying this, but if you follow me on Instagram, you might already know this, but in July, I'm going to be working on a positivity passport. So my friend Christine at Everyday Explorers, I will link her in the description box. If you're not familiar, fireworks, they're frightening. I will link her in the description box if you're not familiar with her and her work, but she created this kit that was called the Positivity Passport, and it's literally just a tiny little traveler's notebook for documenting something good every day in July. And so I had a fit of madness and invited the whole community to go on this adventure with me, and so many of my fellow crafters are going on this adventure. So in July, I'm going to be documenting something good every day for all 31 days. And it's the book. It's just it's a 3.5 by 5 book. And on the inside, it just has a space for the date, how you were feeling, and then some room to journal. And it came with some stickers, and I'm going to be working on this all July long. I won't be doing videos about it because I'm going to keep it at my bedside and work on it every night. But I will be doing, maybe halfway through the month, I'll do a flip through, and then at the end of the month, I'll do another flip through so you can see it. But if you're looking for a way to lean into the good and find something to be grateful for every day, like even if days are complete bad, there is something good to be found in every day. And I'm really looking forward to leaning into that and isolating those feelings and like magnifying them, because the world right now is a lot. And I think we can all benefit from finding something good to be grateful for every day. So that is going to be my July project. So keep your eyes peeled. I will definitely share photos of it on Instagram, and I'll try to do a flip through in the middle of the month and a flip through at the end of the month. But that is it for real this time. So if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching, you guys. To all my new subscribers, thank you for joining the Precisely Tashi fam. I hope you enjoy what I'm going to be sharing and making here. You guys know my heart is always for community. So anything I can do to make this little piece of the internet I'm building better, please let me know. So that's it. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you aren't already a member of the Precisely Tashi fam. And let's get to work. Bye, guys.